Good morning to the new staffs and students. Welcome to Watertown High School, and to our returning staff and students, welcome back. I'm Zach.
And I'm Luciana, reporting to you from the AV room, TV 35. Please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please be seated. Today is Tuesday, September 7th, day 1. For lunch today, the cafeteria will be providing the following options for entrees: chicken Caesar salad, PB and strawberry J Uncrustables, fruit yogurt parfait, ham sub, or deep dish pizza.
If you see Andrea Doan, Shamia Francis, Cadence Oregon, Skylar Pickett, or Jadir Sanchez Maldonado, please be sure to wish them a happy birthday.
Now for today's announcements. Attention all students, have you forgotten your password? It's okay. Just go to watertowncsd.org. At the top, hover your mouse over quick links and click on tech support. The first thing on the page is the description on how to ask tech support to reset your password. Please attempt this method first before pursuing other options. New students, if you have any questions about navigating the halls of WHS, feel free to ask any staff members or other students for help. Also, there is a video on our school website that may be quite helpful. Just click on high school page and scroll down, click on WHS News and Announcements, and currently at the bottom of the page there is a video about navigating WHS. Attention all staff and students, if you ever miss the morning announcements, the same WHS News and Events page will also have the most recent morning announcement video. Previous announcements up to 2 weeks old can be found on the AV Club website. Lastly, as a request from some friends and family, we would like to shout out Mr. Daly for his 25 years of teaching and coaching in the Watertown City School District.
Today in sports, also it's so nice to say that about fall sports during the correct sports season this year. Girls varsity tennis has a home match against Indian River at 4. Girls JV soccer has a home game on the turf against General Brown at 4:30, with varsity to follow at 6:30. And girls varsity swimming and diving has a home meet against South Jeff at 5.
And now over to Mr. Fairchild.
Good luck, Cyclones, and have a terrific Tuesday.
Good morning, Watertown High School. I am Mr. Fairchild, your principal, and I'm here to say welcome back. Very excited to have you. We are very much hoping for a much closer to normal year this year at Watertown High School. We are a high school this year of almost 1,100 students and over 150 staff members. So with that in mind, make sure to, till we're told otherwise, to keep masking up while you're inside. Safe when you're eating lunch. Speaking of lunch, on your schedule, it'll either say cafe, which means you're going to eat down in the one of the two cafeterias. Pick a friend, walk in there with them, but one of the two cafeterias. If it says AUD, that means auditorium. You pick up your lunch and you have to walk back to the auditorium again, hang out with your friends, but go back to the auditorium and you have to sit around 6 feet apart from each other while you're eating. So the whole time actually, please. But stay masked up until you're eating. That would be great, very helpful. Now let's talk about high school. High school, unlike the elementary school where if you're in 2nd grade and you're not doing so hot, you still might end up in 3rd grade. High school doesn't work like that. It's all about credits. High school is about getting 22 credits in New York State to graduate. So in order to get 22 credits, you have to have about 5.5 a year over a 4-year period. Most students, many students, will get through high school in 4 years. Some of them get through 3.5 years, some of them 4.5 years. It really doesn't matter how long it takes you to get there. You got to get the 22 credits. So along that line, it takes about 1 credit for 1 class. So if you have English 9, you get 1 credit for a full year of English 9. If you had health class, that's a half credit, and so on, because it's a half-year course. Teachers, your teachers are on your team. We're on the same team. We got the same goal. Most days, hopefully, you are happy with your teacher. You're liking life in their classroom, we're doing good stuff together, but there are going to be days when your teacher, like a coach, is going to tell you it is time to run the hill, except for they're telling you to write something long, painful. And just like running a hill or doing some push-ups or whatever the coach is making you do, you're going to be like thinking swear words towards your coach in your head, because this hurts and I hate running, and especially hills, and push-ups are crap. So why the heck are you making me do this? And you'll probably feel the same way some days about your teacher. They're on your side. They're doing it because they need you to accomplish the goal, to be prepared to have the 22 credits. So work with them. They're on your side. Most days are going to be good, but remember that on the bad days, please. Now, in the context of 22 credits, let's talk about phone usage and electronic usage here at school. So we need 22 credits. Does it make sense that we should be putting our phones away for class? Yeah, totally. Our goal for class time is to focus on what the teacher's saying, to listen to the lesson, to interact, to get that learning in, to accomplish what we're supposed to in class. And towards that end, it's when you hit the doorway, when you're walking down the hallway, and you got your phone out, and you got some headphones of some kind on, you're listening to your music, maybe a little bit of music in the hallway, maybe not. You're checking a text, you're sending something, hopefully you're not running into anybody. When you hit the doorway, you think doorway, phone away. Put the phone away, walk into class. When you get in the doorway or into your seat, you take your headphones. Now, if you have the in-your-ear kind, whichever kind, wired or unwired, you take them out. If they're the unwired, you probably tuck them away somewhere safe and sound, because they're crazy expensive and you don't want to lose them. If you got the wired ones, please do not leave them hanging over your ear like this, because it just looks like you're continuing to listen to music and not being so respectful. So if you would just take them, pop them down. If you got some crazy thing like I do, pop it around your neck, make sure it's off, focus on school, get your 22 credits. If you're in the hallway, if you're at lunch, if you're at breakfast, if you're at a study hall, you can use your device. You can listen to some music, you can send a text if you need to. We're hoping that you're not going to be doing that most of the day, because we're hoping that you're focusing on school, but you can. It's not against the rules. Thoughtfulness. We get to use our music, especially in study halls. Most people like to listen to music while they're working, or lots of people do anyways. Toward that end, make sure that as you are sitting there listening to your music, that your music is low enough in volume that it's not bugging the person that's sitting next to you. So please be thoughtful about that. Also, if a staff member asks you to put your stuff away, even if you normally in that spot you get to have permission to use it, just thoughtfully put it away. Just be respectful. Put it away. Don't stress about it. Follow directions, because that's always number one. 2, just a thoughtful, respectful thing. So I go out for walks. I'm walking down the street. I've got my music going, because I like to have some music when I'm walking most of the time. And I see my friend Mike, my neighbor Mike, walking as I'm walking down the street, and I know I'm not going to stop and chit-chat with Mike, but I'm just saying hey. So I'll probably pop down the volume a little bit as I'm walking. I'll say, hey Mike, how you doing? And we'll say hey to each other. However, I might be walking down the street and I'm going to probably stop and talk to Mike for a minute. And I want to show Mike respect because he's my neighbor. And I'd like you to do something similar here in school. What I do, and I'd like you to do, is just to either take your stuff down while you're talking, pause the music, or pop one out so that Mike knows that I'm focusing on him and that I'm engaged in the conversation with him. Because I just think that that's a mutual respect thing, especially for us older adults. You're young adults, I'm an older adult. For us older adults, that's definitely a respect thing. And so when you're talking to one of us, if you do that, that would be greatly appreciated. A few more things here. 1, respect. I have mentioned that word several times. Here at the high school, you are amazing young ladies and men. You are. I've met lots of you over the years. You know how to be respectful. You are respectful. But please continue to be respectful even on the hard days here at the high school, because we're going to have some hard days ahead of us. We're going to have some great days ahead of us too, by the way. Be thoughtful. Think, how can I get out of somebody's way? How can I help somebody out? How can I do something good when something bad's happening? Be thoughtful for each other. Think about each other. And lastly, benefit of the doubt. Give the benefit of the doubt. There are many times when I just choose to think good motives about somebody They might do something and I'm like, oh, that piece of work. I don't know why they said that. It ticks me off, and I'm thinking they're thinking bad crap about me. They're probably not. 9 days out of 10, they just had a crappier day than I have, and they're just reacting. So for me, I need to choose to give them the benefit of the doubt and think, I don't know what's going on. Probably not meant personal. I'm just going to get over it, move on, not take offense. If we could all do that, it's going to be a whole lot better of a year. So I know you guys are up for all of that. You're amazing folks. Be respectful, be thoughtful, give the benefit of the doubt. And with that, thank you so much. Have a great year.